What is up, y'all? I hope y'all can hear me good. This is crazy. So this passport bro came after me. I thought it was crazy at first to see, and then I thought about it and I was like, this is hilarious. So I'm not gonna make a whole reaction video reacting to him and him posting me and whatnot. I'm not gonna do that. I really thought his page was insightful in a way that proved my point. That I do think passport bros are scary. I do think that they're weird. I do think that they have issues. I'm not for passport bros. I'm just not. And that's a good thing. Like, they shouldn't want me to be for them either. But this guy literally looked at all my photos. You could tell he was liking my photos and stuff on TikTok, all the beautiful beach photos I had because I look good. I don't care what any of them have to say about men not choosing me, but I think that is a topic to be had. My DMs are flooded. I appreciate and love everyone, but not everyone is for me, and I don't have to accept them just because someone is showing me love. If I don't like who they are, I don't have to accept them or like put them in my life. I don't. That is the way I go about dating. That is the way I go about my food. I am picky. Your girl is picky. I'm a picky eater. I don't care if I take a bite out of you. I don't care whatever it is. If I don't like it, I'm spitting it out and we're throwing you in the garbage and we're moving on and we're learning not to have a taste for that again. Okay? That's the way I am. But yeah, so he made a whole video. I did not watch it. I will give preference there. I did not watch the video. I just feel like me watching it would just give him a boost in his ego. I did comment on it and said, oh my God, I'm famous. Hey, hello, what's up? But I think it's interesting because what I'm getting from some of the comments I saw is that he made a video talking about how men are not looking for me. And I want to tell you, thank you. I'm not looking for them either. I'm not. I am a black feminist. Yes, being a black feminist, dating is going to be hard, baby. Because patriarchy, colonialism, and misogynoir runs this bitch, okay? I know that. But it doesn't mean that I have to give up on having good love, man or woman, and being a black woman. I don't. I recently just made a video about how I can't keep a man, and it's basically a lie. The real surface of the video is saying I can't keep a bad man, right? It's just clickbait, you know, what we all do is saying I can't keep a man, so everybody be like, oh, let's see this black woman talk about why she can't keep a man. You know, you love that clickbait crap, right? That's his page. So I got it from there. Like, I'm doing that clickbait stuff. But here's the thing. When I saw that man's page, it was all rage bait. It was all hate. Like, you have to understand, when becoming a content creator, you can go two ways. You can either make hateful content and people will come together and love it. They will thrive in it, which I've seen from some of my videos where I've talked about something that irked me, right? It's thrived, and then I move on and people don't like it because they're like, you're not talking about, you know, this thing that bothers. There's so many things in the world to talk about. We don't have to fixate on this one thing. That man's whole page, the passport bro page, is literally, and he's one of many, very low on the scale of the people who are really big with this red pill crap. You know, his whole thing is just going to third world countries and exploiting workers. You know what I mean? Thank you. I love this jacket. I got it from Victoria's Secret. Exploiting workers, female workers. You know, I can't say the word, but they'll say it once. Sex workers, right? He goes to the countries and he's telling American men, this is how you find a girl. This is how you da 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 da. And thank you. I love everyone. Remember, like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate all your support. Just be respectful in the comments. I'm going to be adding mods in this one and the next live. So if I'm with you, we with each other, and we can make it work, because I will be having more mods in a lot of my stuff because the chat has been getting out of control. I don't care about it. I don't care the nasty things that people have to say because it's helping my channel, but I do understand that it hurts other people, and that's what I'm not here for. I'm not here to make people feel uncomfortable, and I'm not here to hurt other people. But anyways, his whole page is just about how he hates American women. He hates black women. And he's a light-skinned guy, and he's not ideal in my opinion. He's not for me. I know that for sure. But his whole page is about exploiting women who don't have education, who don't have a pot to piss in, who don't have food in other countries, and saying that these are better women to date, when in reality you're just it's a what they call it, mail order bride. It really isn't dating. These people will do anything to survive. And I made a video talking about how I empathize with those women. Actually, the video was about, I said it was scary. I said passport bros are scary because I empathize with women. I understand you literally don't have anything to like use the bathroom in. You don't even have shoes on your feet, and somebody's coming to your country saying, I'll give you a couple bucks if you just open it wide open, bless it wide open for me and do what I say. It's like, it's crazy. It's a crazy thing. It's a crazy world, but I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh yeah, like it's just a relationship. No. And I've noticed when black women go out and date, they go into other countries, they're dating up, they're dating rich. Now the Danish situation was a whole nother story. That is so rare. Like I said, bad attention is attention for people. They want that attention. But my content has always been for black women and to protect black women. Okay. Oh, I wanted to make you a moderator because I really like that you support my channel. I'm going to add you, T. Warner. I'm going to allow you to review chat messages, hide, or use timeout. We'll do this one. You can be a moderator because you've been on my channel and been very respectful and very supportive since day one, and I love that. So I just want to say thank you. But blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Da, 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 da. Sorry, I hate having to like do all this. Anyways, let's still have the conversation. I added one moderator, like I said, in this chat, and many other things. Please be respectful in the comments. But yeah, so he just constantly talked about that, like going to these other countries, and he clickbaits. First of all, the man is single, one. On top of that, he clickbaits and puts pictures of people who do OF or adult entertainment on his videos to make it seem like if you go to this country, you can be with this. When in reality, that's not what you're getting. I've been to Japan, and that's not a third world country, but what I've seen on the street at night, that's not what you get. So I feel bad for these women, and I also feel bad for women in the States that have men sitting here saying, I could go across seas and I could go overseas and get this and get that, when it's a lie. It's not real. They ain't getting nothing. They ain't getting nothing. What's the live about? It's about this passport bro who did all this stuff. He put me in his video, and I was like, what? And I'm not gonna put his video out there. I do have him on a post, but I'm not gonna put his video out there because personally I don't think that does anything for me. Like it doesn't it helps his channel flourish. I don't want to know what he said about me. All I know is that in the comments a few people kept saying men are not checking for me, and I'm like, baby, look at me. That's all I need to say. I don't need somebody to check for me. I don't. And then secondly, if that's your defense mechanism to bully black women online who are small content creators, or even just somebody saying their experience and going viral, if that is your tactic to keep up with the passport bro narrative, you are lowbrow, you're lame, and you're little. That is such a cowardice thing to do. It really is. So yeah, I am a black feminist, and yes, that makes dating hard when it comes to misogyny, but once again, I've had really good dates. I've had really good experiences. Let's not neglect those. And I think that the internet loves hate. They love to run with hate. Let's talk about what we hate, what we hate. Even me, like I've had to catch myself in that, right? I've had to talk about loving our hair, talk about loving our bodies, talking about loving, I've had to talk about more things that we should love and say, yes, this is annoying, but at the same time, we should love this about ourselves. I try to juxtapose the two and talk about what you should love and then talk about what does annoy you, because it's frustrating. You're allowed to vent. You're allowed to vent. But yeah, that was a surprise. I woke up this morning and saw that, and I was like, okay. I'm like, so you sit out here and you're with other men bullying women that you find attractive. He finds me attractive. And you sit there and you bully us and make a whole 20-minute video about us because you know we're attractive, and tell men that we're not attractive and that we are not worthy of being with the man or something. I don't know what the point of his stuff is. Hi everyone, be respectful in the comments. Thank you, love y'all all. But Don't ever listen to a man telling you men are not looking for you. Let's start on that conversation. When I saw that in the comments, I was just like, what do you mean? Like, and there was so many people liking it too, saying that men are not looking for her. That's her problem. Child, my DMs are flooded. It's more about, am I going to take that attention from everybody and anybody? No. When it comes to sex workers in Colombia and Brazil and Thailand, any attention is a dollar sign, and literally a dollar. It's not even a lot. But when you come to the US, when you want to get it on, you're going to have to pay top dollar. When you go to Europe, paying top dollar. That's what they don't like. So yes, I said passport bros are scary. Passport bros are scary. I'm allowed to say that. I really am. Like, no one's going to stop me from saying passport bros are scary. And it's such a large group of incel men that are online that just are upset that they cannot get a woman. They can't. I've had to deal with this my whole life. Like, you don't understand. Like, it definitely gets worse. It gets worse the older I get because I look so good, period. We all look good. Tell them to their face. It gets worse because it's not that I reject the man. It's more so I'm not catering to liking them. They don't even have to flirt with me. It's just the fact that I'm not sitting up here boo-hooing and yada yada and being up in their face like, I want you to talk to me. I want you to... Literally, I've had people that I've worked with, like, besides just my current job, but even my past job, that would hit me up outside of work, this and that. I don't pursue them, and then they get upset. It's like, what you getting upset for? Like, why are y'all so upset? And I feel like too, people get so like defensive because you're pretty. People get so defensive because you're not putting up with their bullcrap. You will have men tell you you look ugly. You will have men tell you you're a 6, you're this, you're that. Meanwhile, you see a picture of what they look like, and a mama would have slapped them when they came out. So for women, yes, I get a lot of men on my channel because of how I look. They like what they see, but they're mad because what's coming out of my mouth is not misogynistic. It's not racist. It's not colorist. It's not hitting their little tiny brains correctly. So they like what they see, and then they see what I have to say, and they get defensive. They get mad. They start deflecting. And it's like, if you think I'm ugly, why are you watching? Why are you watching? So you don't think I'm ugly. You find me attractive and you're mad that I don't like your little puny brain. And I'm protecting women. So now let's get on to the conversation of being sexy. You're allowed to be sexy and have a brain. I feel like in that man's page, the passport bro guy who's talking about me, he wants women to not have brain cells. He wants women to basically be sexy, right? Which I'm always all for. But he doesn't want women to actually have a brain cell. So I feel like that too conflicts a lot of men when they meet me. They're like, why are you not a bimbo? Why are you not dumb? Why are you not misogynistic? Like, they get confuffled in their brain. And I'm like, yeah, I love what I wear. I love my body. This is the only one that I got. I'm a natural girl. I'm so healthy. I'm loving me. I'm about to be 28, still on this earth. Like, I feel good. And anybody who walks around this earth wanting to make, especially a man, wanting to make women feel bad about themselves because they're natural is crazy. Half the time, no, let me not even say half the time. Let's say 100% of the time, men with this attitude come from a place of watching porn. They're watching anorexic women that literally stick their fingers in their mouth and throw up every single day, right? That get all this stuff put on their behind, put on their breast. They get a kink, they get a fetish. This is the only person that they think will, like, in their brain, they think that's like their girlfriend. Like, it's crazy. It's insane. And I'm no longer arguing with men. I'm not doing it. I'm not arguing with men. Don't ever, as a woman, don't ever put yourself on a rating scale. I know my content is hard because I'm not sitting here in a turtleneck and I'm not talking about like proper, yeah, no, but this is who I am. I'm Nia, I'm me, I'm my sexy self. I am in love with myself. I love myself genuinely. So why would I change how I look just because someone can't control what they think about me? Why would I change how I look? Like, the internet is a crappy place. It's harsh, it's terrible, it's crude, and it's rude. But if you let people get to you, you're not gonna get anywhere. You're just not gonna get anywhere. Like, I'm so happy that I'm strong enough to come on here, but I don't want anyone else to be hurt by what they're seeing. You know what I mean? I don't want them to be hurt. I really don't. Um, but anyways, blah 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 blah. Shut up with your religious crap. Anyways, um, it is sad. Like, we are allowed to have emotions about this because people suck. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Um, but yeah, it's like hearing people. You don't have to like somebody, but you also don't have to disrespect them. That's what I don't get about a lot of passport bros and incel men. I don't get it. You don't have to like somebody, but you don't have to disrespect them. You don't. If you don't like someone, they should be a non-factor to you. They shouldn't even exist. But it's the fact that men see my body, then I talk, and they literally like blow up. And I'm like, okay, what am I supposed to do? I can't change my body for you. I can't. And I'm not going to change how I think. I will protect women till the day I die. I am a woman. Sorry, I barely could see the chat because it's so small. I wish I had like a live monitor thing, but you know I'll be traveling, working, doing my thing. But what? But like, for real. Sorry, I try to like, you know, filter the chat, but it's very hard. But I don't want any woman to change who she is because you see other women like me are getting bullied. I don't want you to change who you are because you feel lonely. Don't. I tell you, like, it's so beautiful talking to people who just waited for their relationship instead of forcing a relationship that they did not want to have. There are good men out there. Beautiful, kind, sweet, educated, you know, like, when I tell you, like, just warm, cutie, under the sun type men out there, okay? You don't need to settle for the wrong person. And I feel like that's what let me not say feel. I know that's what passport bros do. They want you to settle. They want you to fold. They want you to be like, look at you. You're alone. You're going to be a cat lady. You know, it's so childish. Meanwhile, they got to sock over their entire body on the computer every night. Come on. Please. Do not let your value sit in a man liking you. When you let your value sit in a man liking you, every single, even if you didn't even have insecurities, they're there. Your value does not come from a man liking you. Your value comes from you liking you. I get called the N-word. I get called all that. I don't care. I let the chat flourish because my channel is going to be making cheddar, baby. That I don't care. You have to let it go. I really don't want people to feel offended by what they see because people are nasty online, but you can't control what people have to say. And I feel like that's something that men want women to do, to control what you have to say and then to control what another woman has to say. I know women that are not here on this earth anymore. I know women that are literally have black and blues all over their body, but will still say, I'm happy to say I have a husband. No, we're not doing that here. We're not doing that. My dates have been amazing. I've learned my lesson from dates in the past. I've gotten better. And that's what I love about myself and love to talk to women about and say, hey, like, I've learned my lesson. I don't date this. I don't talk to that. I don't do that. It helps when you learn your lesson, but it also helps when you believe in yourself and don't give up. Read a book. Go do a hobby. Go Like, I'm traveling the world. Like, this is something that a passport bro can't even, like, you can't go everywhere. You can't. You don't have the money. I do, though. I do. And black women, you do. Be a rich black woman. Don't be anything other. I don't care if you got $2 in your bank account. You are a black, rich woman. Be there for yourself. If I could be there for you, be there for yourself. That's what I want to say. But my channel's never going to change. I'm still going to make the same content. I feel like one thing that needs to stop from men is talking about a woman's look when you get upset. Like, that is cowardly, that is lowbrow, that is lame. Like, to talk about someone's looks when you're upset is just childish. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, if you don't like somebody, why do you watch? Why do you watch? Like, I trigger people because they're attracted to me. And you do too. You trigger people because they are attracted to you, and what's coming out of your mouth is pissing them off. Their eggplant is up, but their brain is confused. Because in reality, all they have to do is change who they are, but they don't want to. So I feel like there are, yes, certain cultures and certain women who love misogyny, who will get down and right with it, and so that they're not alone. But black women, we just don't. We don't care for it. We don't have to care for it. We don't like, for what? For who? For what? We don't have to care for it. If you are in the chat, please like, comment, subscribe. Send your girls some love. Everyone who's being disrespectful and I can't see it, it doesn't matter. But it is telling that I'm a small content creator and I have somebody who has like maybe 16K subscribers off of hating on me. That does say a lot about me. I'm doing well. That's all I say. I'm doing well. But it's interesting because I think they want people to be afraid. They want to gather people to hate black women, and I'm not going to do that, and I'm not going to stand for that. Black women are so amazing. We are so loving. We've gone through so much and still cater to so many different people. We literally love culture. We are the culture. I'm here for it. I'll never stop being here for it. I made this channel because I was bullied in college and I didn't know what to do. I was in a school club and it was crazy. They were doing all types of stuff that was questionable, and basically, it's it's pretty intimidating when the world wants to gang up on black women because we are the least protected, but we also are the most beautiful women. We are. We are the least protected and the most beautiful women. Heart, soul, mind, body. We are. And like I said, anybody can make their content. They can make a content. They can make a channel saying like protect white women, this and that. I have no problem with it. Do it. Do it. But they don't. They don't. Because they also have no reason to. Child. It's a strange world, but seeing where I've come from with making content to now, I am happy. I have a career now, so I can't like make content every day so like, my channel can keep flourishing and flourishing. But I do love having these conversations and topics. And I haven't talked about passport bros in like how long? I would say like maybe a year. Like that was like April maybe when I made that video. And I'm like, for you to be looking at it and looking at my beach photos because you like them, you're turned on, is so ironic. That is so weird. That really is weird. I have not talked about passport bros like that. I don't care for it. I feel like this is what I mean by people need to move on. Like, we had a conversation about it. Move on. This guy's entire channel is talking about passport bros. I talk about the newest arrests, the newest celebrities. I talk about colorism. I talk about racism, colonialism. I can talk about it all, right? Those are the major topics within that, but it's always going to be a different section. It is. It's going to be a different section. But once again, you can be a creator who just decides to make a bunch of content revolving around hate, and it will flourish. hate flourishes on the internet. Everyone that is like, let me not say everyone. Let me say the biggest community on the internet is hateful people because they sit at home doing nothing, being doing absolutely nothing. I'm not gonna say the word, lazy, and they just love people that hate people because they hate their lives. That's a section of the internet, and it's big. It's real big. So I could have chose to go on the internet and do that. I know there's black women who do that, but they make good content, but it's like repetitive, the same, like, all right, how much are we going to talk about this one thing? Let's talk about something new. Let's talk about something different. Like, let's put something else in there. That's how I am. You got to mix it up. Like, talk about what you're going through, but because people don't want to talk about their personal lives, which I do, they get upset. They get upset and just think that this person thinks they're perfect and they're judging me. If you don't like what someone's saying, stop watching. That man who made a video about me didn't even watch it. I saw my face in it and I saw my beach photo and I was like, looking good. And that was it. I knew there was going to be gibberish coming out of his mouth. There is no reason why we should support men who go to third world countries to use sex workers like a slave. There's no reason to support it. There's not. It's the brokey broke behavior. It really is. That's why whenever a man comes to me talking about he loved his trip in Colombia, like I'm like, next, bye bye. You could go love your trip in Colombia somewhere else, not over here. I don't know what you got. No, thank you. I'm good. I'm good. I don't know what you brought back from Colombia. Ew. So, it is a thing. It's a thing to be aware of. And I love to date black men. Hands down. I love to date black women. I love to date black people. We come in all shapes, shades, colors, and sizes, right? I'm allowed to love who I am. I think my skin is gorgeous. Like, I think black skin is so gorgeous. Like, you don't even, I love black skin. I want a chocolate baby, period. I just love it. But I know there's another section of people, too, who talk about divesting. And I was like, you can't sit up here and talk about divesting all the time because really, like, is that doing anything for you? Is it? Is it really doing anything for you? You know what I mean? It's not. It's not. I love the person who said, love the skin you are in. Thank you. I think that as a black girl who's natural, who's a feminist, who's outspoken and smart, we get called masculine, which is crazy because a lot of black men who date outside their race are not outspoken. They're wimps. Like, they are chumps. I've seen them and talked to them. I'm like, you are such a wimp. You so weak. You're weak. You're weak sauce. I'm just like, you're weak sauce. But people see you as masculine because of PORN. They see you as masculine because of colonization and slavery. The talk of masculinity and femininity really needs to be talked about more amongst black men and black women. Black women are feminine. It's just seen that we are not feminine because the European ideal and standard is put on us, which I find very disgraceful and disgusting. And that had to do, I had to do a lot of rethinking and rewiring. It was not easy. It wasn't just like, oh girl, you know what? Today I woke up and realized I need to love my blackness. No. I had experiences that made me question, like, why don't I like my hair? Oh, I don't like my hair because someone else is telling me I shouldn't like my hair. But I wasn't born saying I don't like my hair. Like, I had to really question these things. Like, what's going on with you? Why are you straightening your hair all the time? I had to question these things. I did. And through questioning things, I've learned a lot about misogyny, colonization, slavery, the effects of slavery still till this day. The whitewashing, the erasure of black people. I had to study these things, and it hurts. It's like some people too, they don't want to study it because it's gonna hurt them. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna make you tear up. It's not nice. It's gonna hurt, but you have to see it. You have to. And once again, everyone can date who they want to date. I've always said that. I just find that there is a systematic and racist problem when black men date outside their race. They always have an issue. They always have a hate for black women. They always love black women actually, but couldn't get with them because they couldn't get right. And they just feel like they can't, they want to be equal to a YT person. You should know you are a king. If you don't know you're a king, no YT person can help you see that. They can't. They're not going to. They're not. They're not gonna help you see that. If you don't know your royalty, if you don't love, you don't have a love for yourself, there's nothing anyone else can do. Sorry, I think I got an eyelash in my eye. But anyways, we're gonna take a quick pause. We're not gonna end the video, but I do want to talk about things I've been doing. I've been traveling the world. I've been having fun. I've been meeting new people. I've been getting different perspectives. I've been talking to many people. I've been dating. I've been loving myself more. I've been reading more. I've been exercising. I've just been having fun. The cold time is the worst time for me because I feel like I just need to be at the beach. I love having dark, juicy skin, and I'm like, ugh, like I can't go to the beach and tan like I usually do. But hey, sometimes your skin gotta get a break. Wear your sunscreen. Wear your sunscreen. But your skin does have to get a break, and I understand that. But I'm going on trips. I'm going international. It's fun. It's loving. It's a good life. And I have a career right now where everyone that I meet is so different. It's so diverse. So many different perspectives and family dynamics and in ages and age groups. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. So like I said, people should be able to date who they want. It's just that in the black community, in the media, we are shown so much chaos. We're shown like Princess and Ray J. It's just like, oh my gosh, the chaos. The chaos. You know this man is a colorist man. You know he only thinks of women as sex. And you decide to have 2 kids with him for financial security, but look at where that's gotten you. Kids aren't enough. Marriage isn't even enough. Like, it's just, no one should have a pow pow waved in their face. No one. But we do have to hold you accountable for when you know this man is not a good person and how he treats women and the way he sees women as workers by his actions. He doesn't have to say it, but he has a whole tape out there with Kim Kardashian. And in reality, I don't think that made Kim Kardashian famous. I just think that promoted her to do better than what people see online. I think that it wanted to make her be in the limelight, and it also wanted to make her feel like she could do something than other be something other than sex, which is what I think is my opinion that Chris just tell them all go have sex with a black man, have a black baby, and you'll be in the black media because the black media is the most important media, it's the most famous media. You know what I mean? That's what they're gonna say. Sorry, the people don't get that. Us black men have to understand that y'all are in the we should be creating a space for, I don't even know what that means. I don't know. I don't know. Tell them girls in Colombia that. Oops. Looks like you got. It looks like you got blocked, sir. Sorry, I love blocking people. Sorry, I gotta go through the comments sometimes. But yeah, you're allowed to be sexy and have a conversation. You're allowed to be sexy and cook. You're allowed to be sexy and have a brain. Like, I feel like that's why I get attacked so much. I'm natural. I'm not falling to people telling me to put fake stuff in my body. I'm not falling to people, telling me that I have to go to these certain affluent places and hang out with these people. I could care less. I don't care. I don't care. And your body doesn't have to look a certain type of way for a man to get your attention either. If a man likes you, he likes you. If he's into you, he's into you. And you will know. There's so many women out here. But for the most part, online, a lot of relationships you see are just women that are willing to do the dirty work. And I'm not telling you to do the dirty work. I'm just saying they're willing to take some abuse. Okay? And you don't have to do that. I feel like the most strong and powerful relationships are actually the private ones. And not the private ones where, you know what I see black girls do nowadays? They put pictures up that don't show their man, but it'll be them at dinner. And it'll be like a whole spread out. And it says, like, I love you, and hearts and balloons and all this other crap and flowers. You see all this crap, which is supposed to be cute, but then you never see a man. Or they'll take a picture of their arm and. What are we doing? Too much. Like, this is too much. Why you gotta hide somebody for? For what? What we hiding for? So it's like, it's either you show them or you don't. You show her or you don't. Why is there like, it's just too much. And you know what? I think it is too. As soon as you get a boyfriend, I'm telling you right now, all those men that were following you to look at you and you know, do their little thing under the sock, under the bed, kaputs. The likes is gone as soon as you're in a relationship. The girlies might give you some likes, but it's gone. It's gone. Hands down, it's gonna be gone. Those likes aren't happening. I'm looking at my view. I have a good view. Your girl got a good view. Anyways, my content will always be for women, and I don't have to dress like a nun to get my point across at all. I don't. I don't want women to think they have to. Women can give me respect. I give women respect. But it's more about when men watch this content, they're just like, oh, she's not doing domestic things, or she's not domesticated. You know, she's not just cooking. She's not just cleaning. Like, no. I still have conversations. I love to cook. But I don't do it out of a domestic standpoint. I do it because I just love food. Your girl loves food. Y'all could call me fat. Y'all could call me whatever. I could care less. I only get one life to live that I know of. And if I sit around trying to live for the sake of other people, men that are nasty in my comments, women that are nasty in my comments, I am literally going to be dead inside while on this earth. I'm going to be walking this earth and have a disgusting heart and a disgusting head on my shoulder. And I don't want that for women. I don't. Just because someone doesn't tell you, every person they're talking to you, just because they don't tell you, you know, what they're doing all the time, doesn't mean they're not doing anything. You know what I mean? And of course I put Passport Bro in here too, because I feel like I want the haters to come out. I want you to say something. Come on, bring it on. Make my channel poppin'. It's poppin'. It's popping. Like, y'all are really dumb to sit here and bully a black woman who talks about her experience. Not just me, but there was other females on that page that really had me like, you are such a wimp. You're not going after the heavy hitters. There are heavy hitter black feminists online. You're not going after them. You're going after women that go viral off of talking about one experience they had. Me, many others. Normal content creators, let me say that, not even super professional and have the camera set up and everything and the mic, haven't even been in the game that long. He's going after people who just started, which is weird. You know what I mean? Something to be proud of. Imagine only traveling. There's so much more. Period. I love you, Gorilla God King. We're going to add you as a moderator. Like I said, we're going to be adding moderators in this chat. Well, many chats to come. If I see you start getting crazy with the mod and it's not happening with the way I like it, then that'll be pulled from you. But ain't nothing wrong with making people moderators. All they can do is really block things. The worst thing that can happen is you're blocking good things. But for the most part, y'all be blocking bad things because I can't see everything. And I'm not going to make my chat disappear just because I'm scared of what people have to say. But what I will do is try to moderate because I don't want anyone to be offended by what they see. You know what I mean? Because she tells the truth and people don't like hearing the truth. I agree. People don't like to hear the truth. People don't. Now, don't get it taken away. People don't like to hear the truth at all. I just speak. I love to speak. You know what I mean? Yeah, I would say when I first saw it, I was like, what I do? And then I was like, this is actually kind of funny. Only because I saw one of my like cute little beach thirst traps, and I was like, not your girl on the beach. In the Hamptons, he's showing your girl in the Hamptons. That's when I found it funny because I was just like, you're getting mad at real people versus getting mad at people who, not getting mad at people who don't even exist. He puts a bunch of fake photos up. That's weird. That's weird. But anyways, let's get off of passport bros. Let me have my Dr. Pepper. So y'all, I've been traveling, and a lot of people drink Dr. Pepper, and I'm like, it's got a little kick to it. It's got a little kick. I do want to make a live talking about Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I do want to watch it. I have not, but I want to get on to this next and last topic and say, Black women, be open to dating, be open to loving, but be open to loving yourself more than you love the idea of dating. I had to learn that. That's something I learned. That's something that has protected me. That's something that I want to protect you. I've had so many encounters with men that I thought was the one, and they did something sneaky or they said something sly or something just rubbed me wrong, and I've learned that you need to leave quicker. I've left, but I haven't left quick enough in certain instances, and it caused me trauma. It caused me pain. And that's not something I want for Black women. That's not something I want for myself. You know what I mean? I do. No, you're right. I do need to drink more water because it's sitting over there. I'll get to it. I just the Dr. Pepper is so good. It's good. Um, Love yourself first. I understand what it feels like to feel lonely when you see everyone getting all these things and being in relationships, and media just really makes us feel like crap. I'm not gonna say here, I get it. I'm human. I do get it. But and even that, sorry, somebody just said an inappropriate comment talking about the large size breast that I have, and it's interesting because it's like once again, he said men are not looking for me. Men are not looking for me, right? Do I need to, let's do a 360? Do I need to, like, men are not looking for me, right? So this is what I mean by the stuff that spews out my mouth, passport bros hate. But they like to look at my body. So they're having a confuffling moment in their head. And I can't control that. So they blurt out hatred towards me. Anyways, don't be afraid to be alone. And just because you're alone doesn't mean you're not valuable. You are valuable. You are so valuable that you are alone. You don't got no kids. You didn't waste your time with nobody. You don't plan on wasting your time with nobody. And you're waiting for the right one, man or woman, whatever it is, person, thing. I don't care. Or maybe you don't want that in your life, and that's okay too. You're still valuable. I feel like Black women have such an extraordinary experience because of racism, colorism, and colonialism. African American women do have an extraordinary, rare dating experience because we have to navigate all of it. We can't ignore it. Other races can ignore some racism and just try to pass and be a part of colonization, but we can't. We literally we cannot erase this. As hard as people try with the cake soap, like we cannot erase our skin. I just feel Black women have always been the strongest when it comes to our community. We have always been the person to keep it together. We have, at the sacrifice of even being alone. And yeah, that sucks, but at least we're safe. At least our village is safe. Our body, our temples are safe and clean, and we're good. We're not dealing with all that kids and STDs that all these workers have to deal with from all these Black men that are just saying, "Oh, you're better because you're a second." Uh No, that's not fun. It's not fun. And half the time, most of these men are DL and don't go to the clinic. They don't. Trust me, they do not. I've talked to many of them. It's being from New York, child. You will have some conversations. I get to the nitty gritty of everybody, whether you my friends, my acquaintance, my I'm getting to the nitty gritty. I don't. I still stand on making a date an interview as well, talking to somebody in an interview. Like, I just give advice on how to protect yourself as a black woman, whether it's intimacy, whether it's verbal, whether it's mental, whether it's body, soul. I give you advice on how to protect yourself, and I'm not going to stop. It's like people want me to stop giving advice to black women on how to protect themselves, but I won't, and I never will. I'm not going to stop. I'm just not going to stop. I'm not going to stop. You know what I mean? Sorry, I just blocked some. Oh, period. We blocked them at the same time. Um, yes, there's a lot of weirdos online, but don't fear them. Just build a community. Have grace for yourself. Express your anger, but then also realize that you're doing something that not many people would do because they are scared. That's the thing I've learned too. People want to make you scared as a black woman. They want to make you afraid. They want to make you feel small. When I'm telling you, 99.9% of the time, the person who's coming at you online, they will never show their face. No, they would never show their face, not only because they don't like how their face look, but they don't like what is coming out of their mouth and don't want it to be traced back to them. Right? And I'm gonna say this for men. Let me say this for mainly men. There's a lot of women who don't show their face because they're trying to not be bullied online. They don't want to. They can't take it. Like, it's a lot. I think the internet is a majority men. It is majority men. Like, literally, it's this fact. Like, it's majority men. It's majority men that are immature. It's majority men that are cell. They're incel. Like, it's not easy being a woman online, but don't just give up. So I'm in a place where, what do I do to get my audience bigger? As in, I have people that I genuinely just love. Like, even, like, please, like, I love y'all. Like, the people on my channel that have been here since day one and see me since day one, I remember y'all. I mean, I remember the name exactly, but I remember your profile picture. I remember everything, and I remember your kind words, and I love your support. Like, truly, thank you. Thank you. Like, that type of stuff really saves people. It saves people's lives. Like, it really does. I want to say thank you. But also, I do have a lot of haters that come in. And it's like, how do I navigate? How do I get rid of all the haters and just have a bigger following of people that I genuinely love? Now, I think that my following that I have, I do love them. But when people come into lives, y'all see the chat. I don't want that I don't want y'all to see that mess and that garbage. I don't want that for y'all. Like, that's crappy. I don't want y'all to see that mess. I don't want y'all to feel bad for me. I don't want that for y'all. I just want y'all to have a good time. Girl, keep going, girl. Thank you. I love it so much. Thank you. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. I'll be adding. I'm just gonna add moderators. We'll see how this goes. I'm very new to doing this live thing. I'm traveling. Remember when I first started this channel, I was making videos. But now I have a career that I love, and I'm doing it more. I'm traveling more. But yeah, I just wanted to address that whole incident. I also wanted to address being not able to keep a man, all that other stuff. Like, this is stupid. This is stupid. It's the fact that I literally could get pregnant today if I wanted to, but I choose not to. I choose not to. I have some good genes. I really do. Black women, we got some good genes. Don't let no one stop you or tell you. We got some good genes. But I just choose not to. Like, people think that because you're choosing not to do something that you don't have the opportunity. When I value people who, sorry y'all, I was like, what is that sound? I truly value people who choose not to do something, even if it benefited them financially or fame. Sorry y'all, I don't know what's going on outside. It's a beautiful view though. I wish y'all could see it. One day I'll show y'all where I'm at. I have a really good layover. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Sorry, let me read this. The moderator friend channel. I have a small channel and I'm growing as well. I would love to connect. Period. Yes, we will connect. I definitely would love that. Me, I'm from New York. I love New York. I would love that. I definitely would love that. I feel like most small content creators should come together and connect more. I feel like so many big content creators connect with big content creators, but small ones, we don't come together and we really should. We should have a conversation, you know? I know it's hard. It's about trust. You literally could have someone come on your channel and literally act like they're on your side and not be on your side, be rude, be disrespectful. You never know. You could do a whole live with someone you don't know and they could talk over you. It feels like you don't have a lot of control. And I think that's why a lot of small content creators actually don't like lives. Because of this. Like, love all y'all talking in the chat. I'm making really good connections and have a truly, I love being blessed with really amazing people like you. But the nasty comments, oh, that could tear you down. This could sit in your head for weeks. Me, it doesn't, because I'm used to it at this point. But I do get it. It's not nice. It's not a good feeling. The internet is harsh. It's nasty. It really is. Um, but, you gotta just keep going. Gotta keep going. Gotta keep moderating. Gotta just keep it on. But anyways, I am going to watch Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. And this is what I wanted to get into before I end this. How do I get that crowd? How? I love Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I love the Housewives series, but I feel like I start talking about it, nobody wants to hear about it. They want to hear about dating. They want to hear about the Black woman experience, which is my channel. But I also want to talk about what I'm watching. We're watching it. We're paying for subscriptions. We need to make some money too. Let's have a conversation about it. But I know that, some of my audience doesn't watch that. So I'm like, but hey, it doesn't matter. Keep talking. I just want to say I love and appreciate everyone for being in the chat. I love everyone who has been exciting. I love everyone who has been there for me since day one. I love everyone who is kind. Like I said, each live, we're going to try to add more and more moderators. I do appreciate y'all. I do see the comments. Right now, I can't see them because my screen is so tiny. It's my phone. But I just want to say, Black women out there, I love y'all. Don't let people bully you. Don't take in what they're saying. They're just coming from a hateful part about themselves, and it's unfortunate. But I'm still gonna keep making more content about myself, my Black experience, and me being an African American woman. I'm amazing, and I have a culture just like anyone else, and I am very valuable of a human being. Period. Love your jeans. I love mine. Thank you.